When Adeyinka grandson threatened the Igbos in far-away UK, Abike Dabiri did not make any official statement nor carry out any investigation to unravel the culprit, if not for British uh, tabloid and the British government that intervened. Case closed. Her defense is weak. We know her antecedents. Okay, this statement is coming um because of Abike's Dabiri trying to clear her name, because some people have been attacking her, they're condemning her action, that a lot of things are happening in Nigeria, that they've not said anything about it. The likes of MC Oluomo, the likes of Ononuga, and the rest of them who have been making all this, the who are ethnic bigots, that they've never said anything about it, and the government has not even said anything about that, but they quickly jumped to Canada, especially the House of Rep. They quickly jumped to make it seem as if they are nice people. And meanwhile, the corruption under them and the rest of them, they look the other way. And she came to defend herself that, you know what, that she is the chairman of Nigerians living in diaspora, and that's the commission that she has been assigned to do. So they reported to her, and fair enough, we said yes. They reported the case to her, and what is happening in Nigeria, she does not even have anything to say about that. Those who are Nigeria, have who have been assigned to do that should be able to do that. And some people are saying, no, it is not a, that's a judgment, or that statement is not a, or defense is so weak. It's not a watertight. It's not watertight. And like I said too, I said, okay, yeah, fair enough that what she said is true, because that is her own jurisdiction and she has to deal with it squarely, and which she has already done. But if you think that you are smart, like they always say, internet does not forget. If you think you are smart, you just know that there are millions of people who are smarter than you. And if you think you are, whatever you think, that's why I would say there's nobody that has monopoly to anything, whether good or bad. You don't have monopoly to anything, because where your own stop, now another person own starts. And some people quickly brought this issue of it, which of course we have been talking about for as many who are not familiar, or those who are familiar with the case. There's one guy they call Adeyinka grandson. Then he threatened the Igbos. He said all manner of things. The Nigerian government, none of them even said anything. None of them said anything. So that is why they are saying Abike Dabiri's defense is so weak, because those who are in UK too, they are Igbos, they are in diaspora too. So why didn't she make any statement concerning that? Or maybe she will come and tell us that she was not told. But if the case was not reported to her, of course we know that that is not true. That is not true. In as much you are online, so the extent that they had to jail that Adeyinka grandson, they jailed him because I think on 2 occasions they tried to warn him, but he failed. But the third time, they put him where he belongs to. Until today, he don't quiet. They feel they talk anything. It seems they even banned him from using internet or coming on social media. That's why we cannot even see him. Because of course, if you don't want to discuss the issue of you would want to discuss the issue of all this hatred and what have you, but you can talk about good things, other things, positive things that can still help people. But this guy is not saying it, because I believe that he must have been banned from coming to social media, because that was one of the things that he told him not to do after they warned him like once, and the second time which he did. I'm sure they must have taken that decision finally. So when the issue of this Adeyinka grandson, when he threatened the Igbos, that Abike Dabiri did not make any official statement or carry out any investigation to unravel the culprits, if not for British that did the wonders. The Nigeria government kept quiet. And one thing, you see that the Igbos, the leadership in Igbos, it's like they are being blackmailed. They are being blackmailed not to suppress them, because anything they say, they want to hold on to that thing. And that was one of the reasons when I was saying that when people always talk about Igbos, that I've never seen an Igbo who has a office, or who is a leader at the local government or at the state level or at the federal level. You can't see them coming out to just say some things. They are just trying to be careful. So when these people from all this Ononuga and the rest of them, when they begin to talk about Igbos, even Tinubu's wife, when they begin to talk about Igbos, I always wonder, who are you guys replying to? Is it an average Igbo man on the street, or everyday Igbo man on the street that you are replying to? You that you have the constituted authority. You will be talking, not that you are now replying to somebody who has a um, political influence, who has that constituted authority from Igbo extraction that you are replying to. No, based on what is happening on social media, you that have that constituted authority will be making such statements. And I was like, what is happening? But most of the Igbos, they try to choose their words, and they don't want to be blackmailed to the level of a, oh yes, you said this, you said this, you said that. And that's why there are people who are not happy with them, that they are not even speaking for them the way they ought to speak for them, just like the way they are trying to do to Peter Obi as well. You see that anything that happens now, if it happens in southeast, oh, Reno that they just recruited, that Tinubu just recruited, the same Reno that told us that Tinubu is a drug baron, that he cannot be president of this country, all of a sudden he has made a 360-degree U-turn to be supporting Tinubu. Is the one that they have assigned that just be attacking Peter Obi, so that you weaken his influence, or whatever he thinks he has, you to weaken. He has been assigned, and he's being paid for that heavily. So all those nonsense that he's talking about, they threaten his child or whatever, his family, is neither here nor there. So that is why they are asking Abike now. He didn't say anything now. After all, those guys too, they are they are in diaspora. Why you not say anything? Well, maybe he's going to reply to that, which of course they want to keep all those things to themselves. If really is sincere, she must have heard this statement. Then let her reply that, no, I did something. This was what we did. This was not we did. Or maybe they were the instrumental to the jailing or imprisonment of a Adekunle grandson. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.